Look at the size of that. It's huge. Keep the tension on the line. Längsten sakta. Ja, hoppas på. Vinner det bara. Clear the splash zone. All right, easy now. Lift it steady. Watch the ropes down there. Hold the line. Drop the net now. Let it go. Coming around hard. Hey, we've almost got them. Another wave coming over the bow. Hold on. Hold the line. It's going to give.
We lost the main cable. Get clear.
Hold the line. Hold it. Watch the cable. Look out. He's going to break free. Wave coming. Pull harder. Now. Watch the net. Pull it in now. Get the poles moving. Keep them centered.
Lift it slowly. Watch the starboard side.
We've got a tear here.
Keep the tension. Keep it steady.
We made it through that one. Yeah, finally calm.
Sunfish, 50 meters below the surface.
Attention all hands, deploy the net. I repeat, deploy the net. Secure the winches. Yes, pull harder.
Hooray! Look at that hole.
Pull the net higher on the left side. Watch your step cap, these are heavy. We need more water over here. Watch the line, pull it tight. Coming up slowly, secure that net. Heave away, slowly now. Watch the stern. Check the water pressure on line 3, it's fluctuating again. Copy that, adjusting flow now.
Length confirmed at 2.4 meters.
2.4 meters, got it. Weight is stable at 1.5 tons.
Check the temperature on line 3.
Holding steady at -30.
All clear, bring it in.
Check the weight on the large unit at Station 5.
Reading confirmed. Moving to packaging.
Mass 1.8 tons. Grade A export confirmed. Ready for shipment.
On the shore of a small port in western Norway, The cold wind whipped at people's faces like whips from the sea. The morning was dim, the fog was thick, the sun was just a dim spot on the distant horizon. Men in thick raincoats, ropes slung over their shoulders, nets in their hands, quietly boarded the ship like dark shadows in the mist. The dull sound of the engine rose, like the heartbeat of a giant beast about to rise to sea. The ship, Nordlies, meaning Northern Lights, slowly left the wharf, leaving behind a white trail of water, and the seagulls circling and screaming overhead. They began a new journey, lasting 17 days in the heart of the Atlantic, where the sea has no boundaries, and storms can arise at any time. Captain Lars, a man with hair almost completely...
Make sure this one is stamped correctly.
Approved for export. Got it.
Core temp, negative 2.1 degrees Celsius.
Structure intact.
white even though he was only in his 50s. Stood on the foredeck, his eyes looking far away. He once said, "I've spent more time at sea than on land. Every fish I catch is worth blood and cold." His hands were calloused and cracked like stone. Beside him, the youngest man on the boat, Eric, only 21 years old, still had the eagerness of a man who had gone far from shore for the first time. "Do you think we'll have luck today, Captain?" Eric asked, his voice lost in the wind. Lars just smiled slightly, chewing slowly on the cigarette that had gone out in his mouth. "There's no such thing as luck in this sea, only patience and experience. Tuna don't listen to the prayers of beginners." The boat cut through the waves and headed further southwest. Below, another world was moving. Huge schools of bluefin tuna swam in clusters like silver arrows. Ton-sized ocean sunfish drifted in the cold water.
Keep the pressure up on that side. Okay, almost clear over here.
Keep it moving, more coming down. All right.
Water and beyond, sharks were following. It was a place where humans were always just small visitors.
Yes,
The first 3 days, the sea was calm. They cast their nets, pulling up small loads, all herring and mackerel. The smell was strong, but familiar to everyone. Each crate of fish was frozen on board, stored in cold storage. At night, the sea was a giant black mirror, reflecting the twinkling stars. Men took turns guarding the nets, keeping the engines running, checking sonar signals for large schools of fish. On the morning of the 4th day, the radar picked up a signal, a giant blob moving slowly down to a depth of 40 meters. It could be tuna, it could be sunfish, Lars said, his voice low. The crew began to move. The giant net, nearly 2
I got the line. Brace yourselves. We've got a big one coming in.
Hold it steady. Do not cut the line.
kilometers long, was dropped. The winch squealed. The ropes were taut as if about to snap. The wind blew through their hair, and salty water splashed into their faces. Then the sea bubbled. A giant sunfish, round as a steel plate, emerged. It thrashed so hard that the water sprayed white. The whole ship tilted. Eric almost fell off the deck, but managed to grab the railing. The fish thrashed violently, its huge fins slapping the water, creating a sound like a sea drum. "Oh my god, it's so big," Eric exclaimed. "Hold the net. Don't tear it," Lars shouted. 10 people pulled together, sweat mixed with the cold air.
Against the sea, against the storm, man endures.
After nearly 2 hours, they were able to bring the fish onto the deck. It weighed nearly 1.5 tons. Its eyes were wide open like mirrors, its body covered in a shimmering silver light. Eric stood watching, both admiring and afraid. That night, they sat eating a late supper in the engine room, black bread, fish soup and hot coffee. Lars told stories of the old days, when he was still on a wooden boat, without radar or navigation devices. Back then, we looked at the sky to predict the waves, listened to the wind to know the direction of the fish. Now everything is more convenient, but the sea is still the same. It can still swallow a whole ship in a
Get the line on it now! Watch the tail, watch the tail! Secure the straps. Get that load secured. Watch the sparks. Move it faster. We need more space in the hopper.
few minutes. The wind outside was getting stronger. Waves began to crash violently against the side of the ship. A small storm was coming. They had to anchor away from the storm's center. In the darkness, the waves hissed through the metal cracks. The thunder rumbled in their chests. Eric sat in the cabin, listening to the waves like the breathing of a monster. 3 days after the storm had passed, they lost contact with their 2 other ships. The sea left behind driftwood. No one spoke, but everyone knew that some might not return. Death was always lurking somewhere at sea, but no one had time to be afraid. They continued to cast their nets, continued to hunt the giant fish. A week later, the sonar signal showed a bright area, a school of bluefin tuna moving along the cold Labrador current. Lars shouted, "Get ready. This is our chance." The whole ship moved rhythmically like a programmed machine. The giant net was...
Watch out, it's coming down! Get clear, hit the deck! Help me, I'm trapped! Tie down the net, now! Easy on the crane, bring it about.
Cast again. The waves were strong. The tow line shook violently. On the seabed, hundreds of giant tuna were caught in the net, their fins gleaming like hot steel. The deck became a battlefield. Fish were pulled up, thrashing, blood staining the floor. The clang of steel, the shouts of men, the rushing of water combined to create a fierce oceanic music. In just a few hours, the hold was almost full, nearly 200 tons of fish.
Watch the swing.
Eric watched the scene, his heart pounding. He knew he was witnessing one of the biggest catches of the season. But in his eyes, amid the smell of blood and the salty mist, something made him feel down, like they...
Yeah, the shipment is delayed again.
All right, just keep the lines moving.
Faster, faster, move the crane! Clear the deck, keep the pace!
Hold the line, we're losing them! Pull harder, don't let go! After all that work, we finally did it, lads! We finally did it!
Were cutting a piece of the soul of the sea. That night, Lars did not sleep. He sat at the bow, staring into the endless darkness. The bees looked up at the sky, talking about dreams that would never come true. Some dreamed of opening a small shop by the shore. Some dreamed of buying a wooden house. Some only dreamed of a season without storms. They smiled, then slept, to start the same cycle the next morning. Net, line, drag, untangle, preserve, anchor, and set sail again. Life just drifted on like a ship without a harbor, only knowing how to head towards the horizon, a place they believed in, even though they would never reach it. The sea had swallowed so many people, so many ships, so many dreams, but no one blamed, because the sea owed no one, and they did not owe the sea either. They understood that each fish they caught was part of the cycle of reincarnation, a fair exchange between human strength and the ocean, and perhaps that is what makes fishing, despite its harshness, still beautiful, still sacred, like an ancient ritual that humans forever preserve.
Day slows. Engines quiet. The last containers seal with a heavy metallic